Junk Drawer, and today we'll be discussing the planet Jupiter. Jupiter rules Sagittarius natives and also Pisces. So Pisces, before Neptune was discovered, was ruled by Jupiter. Now they consider Pisces to be co-ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, but Jupiter rules Sagittarius. That's why I always feel like Sagittarians are naturally lucky. They're also very happy-go-lucky. Jupiter is tolerant and expansive. It's morality and gratitude. It takes 12 years to complete the zodiac, which is why at 12 years old we have our first Jupiter return. So for example, if you were born with, say, Jupiter in Aries, and that's in your natal chart, by the time you turn 12, you should be experiencing what is known as a Jupiter return. Jupiter returns to the exact point in the sky where he was when you were born, which would be Jupiter in Aries at whatever the degree is. This is considered to be an auspicious year for you if you're experiencing a Jupiter return. And generally speaking, we experience them every 12 years or so, give or take, because Jupiter does retrograde and sometimes they're not exactly perfect. So it would be generally 12, 24, 36, 48. So if you look at your life and you look back to those years, you may see that they were better for you, or significant things happened, like maybe you got married at 24, or maybe you had a career change at 36, whatever it is. But if you look back on your life, something positive should have happened to you during that year or around it. Jupiter brings a broader purpose and it brings possibility. So the possibilities open when Jupiter shows up. The other years that would be good for you would also be when Jupiter is in your sign or when he's opposing your sign. So sometimes it's being reflected back. So for me, I'm Pisces, Jupiter in Pisces, that year should be good for me. Like I've been saying all year that Sagittarius is like the jewel of the zodiac this year because Jupiter is in Sagittarius. It's good luck, it's optimism, it's goodwill. However, it is also excess and overindulgence. Somebody with a very strong Jupiter may be very lucky. They may fall into situations easily. They may hit a lot of money in the lotto. They also may battle addiction because there are addictions and overindulgences when Jupiter gets involved. It also might be a little bit difficult to stay on your diet when Jupiter is in your sign or when you're having a Jupiter return because things taste good and things feel good. And that's what Jupiter likes. Too much of a good thing is just not a good thing. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer and in fall in Capricorn. Jupiter is in detriment in Gemini and in Virgo because those are the opposite planets that Jupiter rules. So I might have mentioned once before, I had a friend of mine who was very lucky. She was a Pisces. She used to gamble and win all the time. But she also had a very addictive personality, whether it was drinking, smoking, overeating. It was hard for her to not have that addictive kind of personality. So Jupiter brought her a lot of luck. It also brought her a lot of overindulging, so to speak. So take notice whenever, there is good and bad in everything. Like Saturn, he brings you down to earth, but he also stabilizes your life. There's good to that. Jupiter, he brings you possibility, he brings you expansion. Your family could expand under a Jupiter aspect. Like you could have children or grandchildren or nieces and nephews. But it's also overindulging, and you want to just keep your eye out on that. Over excess, it could be overspending, over partying, too much. It could be over exercising. It's anything that's too much. Jupiter is usually behind that. Okay, if you like what we're doing here at the Magic Junk Drawer, as always, like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.